What's up, everyone? I hope you're having a fantastic day today and a fantastic weekend. To get us started in today's video, we've got a tweet from Fame21More. He shares on his page that the choice to use on-demand liquidity is an economic one. It makes sense to use a faster, cheaper, and more secure service. This is why Jamie Dimon is pooping on crypto. He knows their monopoly days are coming to an end. Jamie Dimon hasn't hesitated to talk about how much he's not a Bitcoin supporter. Even recently, in 2021, he shared with Marker Business Insider before saying, "I don't care about Bitcoin. I have no interest in it." On the other hand, clients are interested, and I don't tell clients what to do.
Jamie Dimon on the Hill, a manager I have ultimate respect for. I'm an investor in his company, as every fiduciary is. It's a 5% weighting in any index fund. It is the best managed financial services company in the world, one can argue. When he actually, there's no better words than to say, took a shit on crypto in front of every legislator, which was a huge disservice, but also a wake-up call to make it blatantly obvious that he was talking his own book. He can't do what you can do, and he knows that. And at some point, he's going to realize that because his clients are going to say, I want to use that service. Right. Maybe in conjunction with what I do with you, but they're just better at what they do in a payment system. To me, it was a turning point because we're kind of at a low on legislation. I know you're working hard along with others, along with me. There's private investors that go to the Hill. I'm one of them. I mean, when are we going to get some policy on this? Because it was a story 36 months ago that everybody understood we had to wait. But now it's becoming apparent that we're falling behind as an economy on this. Yeah. And you're one of the guys leading it. So I'm going to reverse roles here for a second. What are you doing to fix this?
Kevin, it's a good question. I mean, look, a couple thoughts. One, just on Dimon and his comments. I think it's really easy for quote unquote critics to take a shit on things when a market prices change, there's volatility, all this sort of stuff. And you're seeing a lot of that out there right now where people are like, oh, these markets are off. And so I'm going to
And you're talking about specifically the catastrophes in stablecoin of recent times.
Yeah, catastrophes in stablecoin, catastrophes in other parts of crypto markets and other things as well. And so I think, these lending companies that went belly up and all this, so there's this sort of stuff. And I think that makes it people who want to be critical, they can kind of come out in full force. Whereas
he's certainly doing that.
Yeah. But I think it's like super, I think it's shallow, and I think it's short-termism, and it's not really thinking things through.
Do you think he feels the threat of this change to his...
As always, welcome back to Moneyside, your favorite crypto news channel. If you're new here, welcome to the XRP Army. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on our daily crypto news updates. Moving ahead, we can see this tweet from Santiment. He shared that with Bitcoin back above 20.7 thousand, traders appear to be content with long-term holding as coins continue moving away from exchanges. With the ratio of Bitcoin on exchanges down to 8.3%, it's the lowest seen in 4 years. October has been a big outflow month. In more exciting news today, we've got a tweet from James K. Filan. In the Ripple versus SEC lawsuit, we can see in black and white that Judge Torres granted the requests by Investor Choice Advocates Network and Spend the Bits, Inc. for leave to file amicus curiae briefs in support of Ripple. Briefs must be filed by November 2nd, 2022. Next up, we've got this tweet from Tim R614. We finally got the evidence, and Gary Gensler doesn't seem too happy about that.
The Wall Street Journal had an op-ed, or actually an opinion piece, suggesting that the fast rulemaking pace that you've been putting forth is potentially damaging. I guess there was an SEC Office of Inspector General this month that had a review of the leadership that was pretty difficult and pretty tough. Move fast and break things agenda is overwhelming staff and taking resources from investor protection. What do you say to those charges?
Look, we've got 4,600 people at the agency. They're talented, they're dedicated. Our rulemaking agenda is approximately the same size as Jay Clayton's. He finalized about 65 rules. We have about 50 or 55 on our agenda. And I think that it's really important that we at the SEC be a cop on the beat, have a robust oversight that you mentioned, robust examination, enforcement. That's over half our staff, by the way, but also move forward to try to find places where we can make our capital markets work better for regular folks watching this show.
They go on to say, though, that what happened under Jay Clayton is most of those rules were focused on investor protection, that most of yours are focused on other regulatory things that can't make their way through Congress. And they say, at least the Wall Street Journal, investor protection is an afterthought.
I beg to sort of focus. We have a three-part mission. It's about investor protection, it's about capital formation, and it's about the markets, the efficient, orderly, and fair markets in the middle. And that's what we're doing, whether it's around equity market structure, whether it's about treasury market structure, whether it's about private funds across the market. This rule that Andrew talked about, clawbacks, eight of our parts of our regulatory agenda are still long ago mandated by Congress, 12 years ago in that Dodd-Frank Act. We actually had another couple of mandates as well. So we had 9 or 10 of our agenda Congress mandating. But our agenda is about investor protection and the other parts of our mission.
Okay.
In the latest XRP market report, we discuss Ripple's XRP holdings, now less than 50% of total supply, the state of global crypto regulation, macroeconomic moves, and on-demand liquidity continued domination. Looking at that report, some of the notable takeaways are Ripple's XRP holdings are below 50% of the total outstanding supply for the first time. On-demand liquidity, ODL, went live in Brazil, a key market in Latin America. The total XRP sales by Ripple, net of purchases, were $310.68 million versus $408.9 million in the previous quarter. Ripple has been a buyer of XRP in the secondary market and expects to continue to undertake purchases as on-demand liquidity continues to gain global momentum. Be sure to check out the entire third quarter market report. For 10 years, Ripple has focused on using XRP and the XRP ledger within our products for its speed, security, and scalability for the movement of value. As more customers use XRP in their payment flows, it's clear there is real utility here. This is a huge milestone. And now as we wind down on today's video, I'm going to leave you with this video shared by Riz XRP. It seems like the train has already left the station. We're already in motion. Listen in.
Does it require an overhaul of the legacy infrastructure?
Not really. Typically, what we see in the market and what we also suggest our customers to do is to adopt the new technology gradually. So not to introduce things in a big bang to change the operating model completely for their participants, because that's usually a non-starter. Like, nobody wants to have huge capital expenditure just to get started playing. So what we suggest and what we see the market doing is taking a gradual approach where you keep the existing infrastructure and you integrate with it, so that over time you can incrementally move to the new technology and start to gain those efficiencies that tokenization promised.
We have seen numerous companies such as Finastra, Tata, ECS Fin, Temenos, SAP, Sinachron, and Accenture partner with Ripple and other companies. The banks have kept the existing infrastructure but updated it to newer software. These platforms have API access to RippleNet, which offers the utilization of XRP products. The transition is slow, but the plumbing is set. And as ODL volume is increasing and XRP becomes more liquid, the more money can be pushed through the XRP ledger. The AMM proposal coming to the XRP ledger is going to aid in liquidity and give us a chance to contribute to liquidity pools. This is an opportunity for us to earn yield on all of the money that travels through the XRP ledger.
There has to be a framework. There has to be tracks in place in order for the train to move forward. And again, this is where it's hard for the government, because we're not always in that first car. We're usually in the caboose trying to catch up. But I do believe in that optionality. I do believe that everyone, this kind of financial inclusion, access to all types of ways of commerce, the train's already left the station. It's already happening. It's us, it's we who have to catch up.
As always, do your own research and always trade safely, guys. Please keep in mind we're not a licensed financial advisor. All videos on this channel are intended for entertainment purposes only. You can always let us know what you think in the comments section below, and let's have a conversation. Thank you so very much for watching. Don't forget to like this video and please click on that subscribe button below and turn on notifications so you get informed whenever we post our amazing content. We'll look forward to seeing you on the next Money Side.